What's up, guys? Jake Ronald coming back at you with another video, and there was a lot of stuff happening. That's happened over the past 24 hours or so. So we're gonna go over everything that happened yesterday: tags, trades, cuts, available free agents, and more, I guess. So let's hop into this. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe. And let's hop into this. First thing, biggest thing that happened yesterday, the Broncos are acquiring Russell Wilson in a 4th round pick for a ton in return. So yeah. The Broncos, many people thought they would pursue Aaron Rodgers, but no, it is Russell Wilson who they were pursuing this offseason, which is just wild. They are getting, the Seahawks are getting 2 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, a 5th-rounder, Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, and Noah Fant. The trade cannot be finalized until March 16th. Today is March 9th. So a week from today, the trade can be finalized. That trade was crazy. The Commanders made an offer last week that was pretty cool. Not cool. Pretty big as well. Multiple first-rounders were involved, but Seattle declined. This is what they wanted instead. Ooh, I didn't know that. Sean Watson's case is going to be presented soon. But yeah. This is a crazy trade. I think both teams are going to win, because the Broncos' roster is loaded. All they need is a quarterback, and they got their quarterback. I think their offense is still going to be fine without Noah Fant. I think they're going to maybe get a replacement. I could see Trey McBride going to the Broncos in round 2, but I could also see the Broncos developing Albert Okwuegbunam. He's a pretty good prospect coming out of Missouri and was great in college, so I know that. He's really athletic, tight end. I think that the Broncos could definitely develop him. And then defensively, I think Von Miller could make a return to Denver and potentially pursue another Super Bowl here. And then for the Seahawks, Russell Wilson is part of your future, but he's not. He got you so much in return that it doesn't matter if he's gone. You can get a quarterback. My friend really wants Matt Corral. I don't think Matt Corral is necessarily the best one for them due to the O-line there in Seattle. But I think they take a quarterback maybe with pick 9, and it will help them out a little bit. Do you develop Drew Lock as well? There are a lot of questions here for the Seahawks. But let's go look at some more news. I'll look at tags at the end, because there were a few things that happened other than that. The Seahawks also were just making moves yesterday. They released 8-time Pro Bowl linebacker Bobby Wagner. He was a crazy cap casualty. Now here's a guy that I hope the Browns sign. You got Owosu, who's more the athletic guy, and then Bobby Wagner, who's just big. Can tackle well, and is big. That will give the Browns a dynamic duo at linebacker, the athletic guy, and then the big guy. Bobby Wagner is crazy. It's crazy that he's gone, and there's going to be a rebuild happening in Seattle. Does Pete potentially go next? I could definitely see that, but, yeah. So sad. My friend's a Seahawks fan. It's just the end of an era in Seattle. I personally didn't think the Seahawks were going to do this all today, but it happened. Rodgers is coming back to Green Bay on a 4-year, $200 million extension. This will make him the highest paid player in the NFL, and Tate's coming back too. Devontae Adams received the franchise tag. The Packers aren't going anywhere this upcoming offseason. They can just get better from here. If Drake London's still on the board, I feel like the Packers have to do it. Just get a big guy or even any receiver for Aaron Rodgers because he will leave. Like, he wanted to leave this offseason, but then he said that he didn't want to leave, so, it's what it is. We're going to go look at more news now. Probably the tags. We're going to look at Harold Landry and Mike Williams. Let's talk about Harold Landry's contract. 5-year, $87.5 million. Harold Landry really hadn't broken out, and then he broke out this year. Harold Landry. Let's look at this. Free agency is going to be wild next week. A lot of guys got tagged, though, so I don't know how wild it will be, but it's already off with a bang, for sure. Okay, these are just other teams' free agents, so I don't think that's a good idea to look at that. Harold Landry was on a 5-year, $87.5 million deal, I know that. And then Mike Williams was on a 3-year, $60 million deal. Let's talk about the Mike Williams contract. I think Mike Williams is a pretty good player. He's big, and he definitely earned a contract this year from the Chargers. And it's a lot about the Chargers because they had the money to do it as well. They were definitely not short money. Salary cap has gone up. I think this helps out the Chargers here. Because you don't want your young quarterback only having Keenan Allen out there. Like, Keenan Allen's great, but you're going to need another receiver. And now let's look at the tag deadline. The Browns tagged Njoku. I don't think I talked about this, but I did not like this choice from the Browns. I just think that David Njoku was not good enough to receive a franchise tag here because he's not the starting tight end. I understand that the Browns use multiple tight ends, but Austin Hooper's probably top 5 paid tight end in the NFL right now. And Njoku is going to get paid like a top 5 tight end as well, which they're both not that for sure. The Bengals used a franchise tag on Jesse Bates. I like this for the Bengals. Jesse Bates had an inconsistent season this year, but made a play that sent the Bengals to the Super Bowl. And they don't get there much. And Jesse Bates will help out this defense in the long run. The Cowboys placed a tag on Dalton Schultz. I don't know how I feel about this one. The Cowboys' money situation is not great. And then you're going to probably have to pay him long term. I don't like this for Dallas all that much because you do have Blake Jarwin as well and other playmakers. The Jags tagged Cam Robinson for the second straight year. And it's massive. The Jags have the money. Cam Robinson's just been okay. I think it's a little much, but I guess I don't hate it because the Jags have all that money. The Chiefs used their franchise tag on Orlando Brown. I definitely think I like this for the Chiefs because Orlando Brown was inconsistent, but he was pretty good for the Chiefs. And the Chiefs don't need to protect Patrick Mahomes, or else we saw what happened in the Super Bowl. Dolphins tag Gesicki. I really like this one because the tag for tight ends isn't all that much, considering, But Mike Gesicki is a great player. Dolphins have money. I like that. The Patriots did not use their tag on J.C. Jackson. I'm very confused. I thought J.C. Jackson was going to stay in New England. It doesn't look like he's doing that. It looks like he's heading to free agency, and teams are going to jump. And then the Bucs used their tag on Chris Godwin. I think that's about all that happened yesterday. It's a shorter video, but hope you guys enjoyed the video reacting to all the news that happened yesterday. And I will see you guys in the next video.